Hello everyone, welcome to the Beacon High School online videos. Today we are going to learn about the animal kingdom. Animal kingdom is very vast. Some animals are so similar that you can't tell them apart. Let's see some of such interesting cases. First, let's take an example of crocodiles and alligators. You know that alligators and crocodiles, they look so similar that we are unable to distinguish between them. But still they have difference, and these can be determined by seeing their shape of their heads. The crocodiles have longer heads and they are V-shaped, whereas alligators have shorter heads and it is U-shaped. And also we can see the difference by seeing their mouth. When the mouth of the crocodile is shut, the back teeth stick over the top lip. It means when they shut the mouth, the teeth is visible. And in case of alligators, when the alligator closes its mouth, the teeth get hidden. Means we are unable to see the teeth of crocodile. So this is the difference between the crocodile and the alligator. Now let's take an interesting example of moths and butterfly. You know, moths and butterfly, they are insect, but they are the most colorful insect. They look similar, but they have some differences. These differences we can see closely by looking at their antennae and the wings of these insects. In moths, the antennae are feathery and has wings. The wings are tent-like and it gets folded over the abdomen, means it covers the abdomen. And when they are at rest, they flatten, they spread their wings in a jet plane position. Whereas in butterfly, the antennae are club-shaped and at the tip it appears like a bulb. The wings are very colorful and it is in having a colorful pattern also. And when they are at rest, the butterflies fold their wings back. Now let's take an example of turtles and tortoises. Turtles and tortoises are reptiles. They look similar to each other, but the primary difference between the turtles and the tortoises is their habitat. Habitat means where they live. The turtles mostly lives in water and they have webbed feet. Webbed feet means the toes are connected to each other with a membrane. And the shell is very lightweight. The webbed feet and the lightweight shell help them to swim in the water. Tortoises mostly lives on land and the shell is dome-like and it is very heavy. They have the stumpy feet. Stumpy feet means the feet is short and thick that help them to move on the rough land. Next example is related to mammals. Hares and rabbits are the mammals who look similar to each other, but they have also the differences. Hares are larger and faster than rabbits because they have longer and stronger hind legs with bigger feet. Hares are runners. They run very fast that they can save themselves from the predators. Whereas rabbits prefer to hide from predators rather than trying to run away. Hares have fully developed fur, whereas rabbits they don't have the fur. Next example is about cheetah and leopard. Cheetah and leopard both are the mammals. They look similar to each other, but they have some differences. Cheetah is the fastest animal, whereas leopard is not fast as cheetah. Cheetah have spots which is clear, single, round and black spot, whereas leopards have rosettes. Now what is rosettes? Rosettes is a smaller irregular shaped spots that group together in circles to form rosettes. Cheetah have small and round head, whereas leopards have larger and elongated head. So these are the differences between the cheetah and leopard. Now, next example is about the frogs and toads. Frogs and toads both are amphibians. Amphibian means that animals who lives both on land and in water. They look similar to each other, but they have some basic differences. Frogs have long legs, whereas toads have shorter legs. Frogs have smooth skin that is slippery, whereas toads have rougher and thicker skin that looks dry. So these were the some interesting cases from the animal kingdom who look similar to each other, but they have some basic differences through which we can identify. The next topic is related to the animal kingdom only. That how we can categorize the animals based on their body structure, means how they look, and the food habits means what kind of food they eat, whether they eat plant or whether they eat animals, and also based on some other characteristics. Let's go through it. The first category is the marsupials. Now, who are marsupials? Those animals that carry their young ones in their pouch. It means after the birth of the baby, the mother carries the baby in the pouch that is present nearby the belly. And the best example is kangaroo. Now, the second category is the nocturnal animals. Now, who are nocturnal animals? Means animals that are active at night but they sleep during the daytime. And the examples are owl and bat. The next category is related to the food habit, that is grazers. Now, who are grazers? Grazers are those animals, those who eat grass, and they are also known as herbivores. Herbivores means the animals which depend on the plants for eating. And the examples are cow, deer, elephant, and grasshopper. And there are so many examples of herbivores. The next category is rodent. Now, who are rodents? Animals with a strong cutting teeth that help them gnaw their food. It means those animals which can bite the food persistently, they are the rodents. For example, mice. The next category is carnivores. Now, who are carnivores? Those animals which depend upon other animals for the meat or food is known as carnivores. The best example is lion, tiger, and fox. Now let's see about the invertebrates. Now animals without backbone are known as invertebrates, means the animals who don't have the backbones, they are known as invertebrates. And examples are starfish, octopus, snail, scorpion. The next is the mammals. Now, who are mammals? Mammals are those animals who give birth to the young ones and they feed their young ones with their milk. Examples are bat, cow, elephant, dogs, dolphin, and humans are also the best example of mammals. Now, amphibians. Who are amphibians? Those animals that live both on land and water, they are known as amphibians. They are also known as cold-blooded animals. Now, what is cold-blooded animals? Means their body temperature vary with the surrounding. It changes with the surrounding. Those animals are known as cold-blooded animals. Examples are frogs, toads, salamanders, and newts. So these are the categories on which animals are divided. The next topic is the protective mechanism present in animals. It means there are some protective adaptation or defensive mechanism present in the animals that help them to save from the danger or to fight with the predators. Let's study about the protective mechanism present in the following animals. First is the scorpion. The scorpion have stinger that is present in its tail. Scorpion uses its tail to sting or inject toxin to the prey. Stinger protects scorpion from predators. The next is the honeybee. Honeybee has a poisonous sting. The sting is located at the end of the abdomen that has toxins. It mostly stings when there is a threat to its hive, and when it does sting, it dies. The next is the snail's shell. The shell of the snail protect them against the sun and also to control the water loss. Then next is the snake fangs. Snake fangs are sharp and large teeth that is present at the front of the upper jaw. When the snake bites, by using its fangs, the poison is injected to the body of the prey. Octopus have tentacles that is a valuable tool for eating food. Their arms are strong that allow them to break shells. It also acts as a defensive organ for protection. Then walrus. Walrus uses its tusks to protect themselves from polar bears and killer whales. Tusks also help them to pull out onto the ice. Next is the porcupines. Porcupines have the sharp spines, which is a needle-like shape that help them to protect from predators. Then the last one is chameleons. Chameleon shows camouflage. Now what is camouflage? Camouflage is a changing color according to the surrounding. Chameleons can change its color and it can be merged into the surrounding. Suppose if they are having leaf nearby it, they can change color to the surrounding color. So these were the defensive mechanism present in the different types of animals to protect themselves. So today we have learned all about the animal kingdom and its interesting facts.